Freedom looks beautiful until you see the storm. Let me tell you a story about a little bird who thought the sky would solve everything. There once was a small yellow bird living in a wide green forest. Every single morning she woke up to the same song, the gentle whisper of the wind through the leaves, the cheerful chatter of the other birds in the trees. For most of them, this was paradise, a perfect home, but for her, it felt like a golden cage. She'd find the tallest branch on the highest tree and just stare for hours, beyond the familiar canopy of green. She gazed at where the sky stretched out, endlessly blue and inviting. Out there, she would think to herself, no one tells me when to sing or where to fly. Out there I can finally be free. The elder birds, with their wise and knowing eyes, would often warn her. The world beyond the forest isn't as kind as it seems, they'd chirp. There are dangers we are sheltered from here. But she didn't believe them. How could she? In her mind, the concept of freedom was pure, untouchable. How could freedom ever be dangerous? She'd wonder. So every night, she closed her eyes and didn't dream of the warm, safe forest she had. Instead, she dreamt of the vast, open sky she didn't. One morning, as the first rays of sunlight painted the treetops gold, she made a decision. She whispered to the leaves around her, "Not today. Today is different. Today I'm leaving." Taking one deep, determined breath, she spread her little wings and launched herself into the air, soaring beyond everything she had ever known. The wind rushed past her feathers like a round of applause, a celebration of her escape. "This is it!" she cried out to the clouds. "This is what it feels like! I'm finally free!" For a while it was absolutely perfect. It was everything she had imagined and more. She danced with the fluffy white clouds and sang her heart out to the warm, welcoming sun. She flew higher than she ever had before, feeling a thrill with every beat of her wings. But then far off on the horizon she saw it, a dark, ominous patch spreading across the perfect blue. The sky was darkening. A storm was coming. Before she knew it, the world turned chaotic. The gentle wind that had felt like applause now screamed in her ears. Jagged spears of lightning tore open the sky, followed by deafening claps of thunder. She tried to turn back, to fly towards the direction she came from, but the storm was too powerful, too strong. It pushed and pulled her, tossing her around like a fallen leaf. Cold, hard rain lashed at her wings, making them heavy and weak. And for the first time in her life, she wasn't thinking about freedom anymore. She was thinking of home. Through the wind and the rain, she whispered, "Why did I leave? Why wasn't I grateful for what I had?" Exhausted, soaked, and terrified, she finally spotted a small crack in the face of a cliff. It was just big enough to offer a tiny bit of shelter from the raging storm. She huddled inside, shivering, as the thunder echoed all around her. And in that dark, lonely moment, she realized something profound. Freedom isn't about having no limits, no rules, no boundaries. True freedom is the presence of peace. It's the feeling of safety, of belonging. When the storm finally passed, the world was washed clean and quiet. The bird, weary but much, much wiser, turned her tired wings toward home. But this time, she wasn't flying to escape something. She was flying to return to something. As she got closer, the forest looked greener than she remembered. The songs of the other birds sounded sweeter, more like a welcome than a chore. The very air she breathed felt like love. Her friends and family rushed to her side. "Where were you?" they chirped, relieved to see her. "We were so worried." She smiled a tired, gentle smile. "I was chasing a sky I thought I needed," she said, only to find out that everything I ever needed was right here all along. She perched on her favorite branch again, the one at the very top of the tallest tree. But this time she didn't look beyond it. She looked into it. She looked at the community, the safety, the home. And she whispered, "Freedom isn't out there. It's in here." So I ask you, what sky are you chasing right now? What part of your life do you believe has to change before you can finally feel peace? Maybe you don't need to run. Maybe you just need to stop and see the beauty and peace that's already around you. Comment below. I choose peace. Remember to fly high, but never forget your roots, because often the peace you're searching for is waiting right where you are. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for your daily spark to awaken the light within.